What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Ball Sports Network. Thank you guys for the continued support. Continue to hit the like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload videos every single day. Now, Carson Wentz has proven that he can still play. You know, it might sound crazy, but there was a lot of people out there that didn't believe in Carson Wentz. They still don't believe in Carson Wentz. But not only did they not believe in Wentz, but they really just didn't believe the man could play. Like he wasn't at least a solid NFL player. No, Carson Wentz is still a ball player. Like he can still make plays, and he proved it again against the Giants on Thursday Night Football. Now, if you just look at the pure numbers, they're not great. 25 of 43. He did have 359 yards. He did have a touchdown, two touchdowns, really bad interception at the beginning of the game. So it wasn't an outstanding performance, an all-time performance, but he made the plays when they mattered the most. Scoring down 11 points in the fourth quarter, and to go down and score two touchdowns when your team needs it, even though the Giants really could have wrapped the game up, Evan Ingram catches the ball, but that's what happens in football. Sometimes you get breaks, and you have to take advantage when you get those breaks. The advantage that you got was Evan Ingram dropped the football, and Deshaun Jackson, the penalty off the punt return. But think about this. Think about who Carson Wentz were completing those passes to and who was making those plays for him. We're talking about Boston Scott, a 5'6" running back, and Richard Rodgers, a third-string tight end. Right? Deshaun Jackson was out. Alshon Jeffrey was out. His whole front line is decimated. Like, it is just completely to shreds. And Carson Wentz does a lot of things to shoot himself in the foot. He doesn't always help himself. But when the game was on the line, when the plays that needed to be made, Carson Wentz made them. And that's what matters. That's what wins in the NFL. No matter what, do or die, what can you do when the game is on the line and Wentz made the plays? Now, granted, it is the Giants. The Giants are a terrible team. They are in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. Like, they aren't that good. But neither is the NFC East. And that is why I believe Carson Wentz will lead the Eagles past Andy Dalton and the Cowboys to a division win. And here's why. It's not just because Andy Dalton isn't that great and the Cowboys are a complete mess right now. They are a mess. Like, if you're a Cowboys fan, I'm sorry to tell you, your team is a mess. Not just because of Andy Dalton, but your owner and your coach are not on the same page. Players are speaking out against the coach. Players are saying the coach and staff don't know what they're doing, and that's not what's happening with the Eagles. Right now, the Eagles aren't a good team. Everybody is hurt. Everybody's hurt. Rager, the first-round pick, Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson, the whole offensive line, guys in the secondary, like everybody for the Eagles is hurt. So eventually some of those guys got to come back. Miles Sanders was out last game, the running back. Like, eventually some of those guys have to come back. And once they do, they will pick up momentum against the team that is super dysfunctional. Washington, they're out of the playoff. They have a quarterback with a bionic leg. Like, I'm not worried about Washington right now. And the Giants are rebuilding, but they're still just not good enough. The Cowboys are a complete dysfunction. They're the best team, right? Like, they have the most talent in that division, but they're a complete utter dysfunction. And the Eagles are trending in the right direction if their quarterback can just stop making the bad mistakes. We know you can make plays. We know that this team is decimated by injuries. But if Wentz can just make the plays when they matter the most and not do things to cost his team, don't cost your team trying to do too much, then the Eagles will be fine and they will win this division. But seeing the game last night against the Giants lets me know that not only the Wentz can still play, I knew that, but Wentz can still make the plays when they matter the most. And he proved it, being down 11 points in the fourth quarter. He made the plays, the two touchdowns to win the game, while Daniel Jones was fumbling the ball. Like, it's just that simple. Those are against the guys that can make the plays and the guys that can't. Right now, Daniel Jones is not a guy that can. He leads the league in fumbles. He has like 24 fumbles in 16, 17, 18 career games, something ridiculous. And there's a big gap right there. And I think there's a gap between Carson Wentz and the next best quarterback in the NFC East, and that's why he will lead the Eagles to the playoffs. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Ball Sports Network, and I'll see you guys next time.